Hi guys, Out DeMarco here, and this is going to be your Wednesday video report. A third straight complimentary college basketball winner coming your way in just a moment. Last night it was Providence and St. John's. Told you to take the Red Storm in revenge after they lost by 1 point in double overtime in the first go-round against the Friars. Then last night as a 3.5-point road dog, they went outright going away by 10 points. Also have a free selection for you in the NBA, the late night game on the West Coast between the Clippers and the Miami Heat. And yesterday, in the video report, I also told you that I thought there was a trap play that a lot of people could fall victim to, and warned you to stay away from the Texas Longhorns after 4 straight victories against ranked foes after a big home upset of Kansas on Saturday, and they didn't come close to covering the number at TCU. Well, tonight I think there's another trap game on the board, this one involving St. Joe's and St. Louis, and I'm going to dissect that one for you in just a moment. Hey, guys, yesterday, half-price play of the day. I told you it was almost like guaranteed money in the bank. Anthony Red and I were on opposite sides of the Iowa-Ohio State game, and A-Red was right on target with his 100-dime college basketball winner, number 4 out of 5, as Ohio State pulled off the outright upset. And FYI, today is going for winning day number 17 out of 28, with $10 bettors up nearly $5,000 over the past, 27 days, almost a month. 80-dime basketball winner going tonight from Anthony Red. Today, for the half-price play of the day, another 100-dime release, but this max wager play coming from Jeff Benton. 100-dime college basketball winner number 13 out of 17, and that goes back to last January, guys. Remember that phenomenal run he had right through the big dance, capping that with his victory on Louisville in the championship game over Michigan, another 100-dime play. Well, this one is just a strong 100-dime winner number 13 out of 17. He loves this particular road team. He's on a 9-3 roll as well with 50-dime plays after cashing with Georgia Tech's cover at Clemson last night. And this play is double the strength as he goes for winning day number 17 out of 26. $10 better up a little over $3,900 the past 3.5 weeks. And you can get his play today for half price simply by using coupon code. Are you ready? HALF. H-A-L-F. It's that easy. Geez, let's talk about Brad Wilton, because why not? The guy's absolutely on fire. 10 straight winning days, 22 out of 27 winning days. And he had that little play on the Seahawks, 109 winner, number 6 in a row on Sunday. Won again last night, obviously. And FYI, those are the short-term numbers. How about the long-term numbers? Since July, $10 bettors have won over $15,000, $15,810 to be precise. Remember, March Mayhem Super Saver Special. Say that 3 times quickly. 62 days from now, we'll have the men's title game. You can get all his action through April 7th. Every sport, nothing held back, for $5.99. That's a $100 discount off the regular price. And guys, if you happen to be a package player at the site, because that package is really great for first-time buyers that aren't hooked into some type of package with another handicapper. But if you happen to be on a long-term package with Brad Wilton or somebody else and you have an instant rebate that's applicable, well, guys, check out his long-term package, his 60-day package. Will automatically add the 2 extra days to make sure you get action through the April 7th title game. And the instant rebate has been upped as well, because I wanted to make sure that you could take advantage and save money on the offer as well. So that's from Brad Wilton. $5 play of the day. Congratulations to Scott Delaney for scoring last night with his NBA total. Tonight, turning to Chris Jordan for the $5 play of the day. His NBA total of the month, Heat and Clippers. You can get it for $5 and save $70 in the process or $75 in the process by using coupon code CHRIS5, CHRIS5, C-H-R-I-S, and the number 5. And remember, guys, today you can save $30 off a single purchase here at the site. Anything you want, one-time usage coupon. Use coupon code SAVE30, SAVE30, S-A-V-E, and the number 30. So let's talk about your free selections here. Do them in reverse chronological order. We're going to take a look at the Clippers game with the Heat. You know, the Clippers have actually been playing well, all things considered, with Chris Paul still sidelined. But, you know, Darren Collison has done a nice job filling in for him. And, in fact, with Paul out of the lineup, they've won 11 out of 16 games. Now, they are coming off a 116-115 loss at Denver on Monday, a game in which their 2 biggest faults were once again exposed. One, despite having DeAndre Jordan leading the NBA in rebounding at 14 boards a game, despite having Blake Griffin averaging just about 10 rebounds a game, they're not a very good rebounding team. And they got bounced on the boards at Denver the other night. out-rebounded by 15, and they gave up 17 offensive boards. And guys, when you hear somebody say that, understand the importance here. You give up that many offensive boards, well, you're just giving up second chance points, generally in the paint, to your opponent. And that killed them at Denver. But, hey, now they're back at the Staples Center, where they've won 7 in a row and 12 out of 13. Heat just 3-4 in their last 7 on the road, with losses in New York, in Brooklyn, in Washington, in Atlanta. First time these two met, November 7th. It was in Miami. Dwayne Wade, 29 points, 5-point win for the Heat. But you know what the deal is with Dwayne Wade. You can't even count on him being in the lineup, let alone counting on him being effective in back-to-back games. So even though the Clippers are a sieve defensively, I mean, number 19 in the league in terms of, rebounding, number 14 in the league in terms of points given up a game. It's a good thing they're number 2 in scoring, but when you're averaging 106 points and giving up over 100 points a game, you have a problem sometimes. But I like them because of the home court advantage, so I'm willing to lay the point here with them and go with the Clippers in this contest. Your next free pick is going to be in college basketball, where I'm going to go with Wichita State minus the 4.5 at Indiana State. Listen, first time these two met, I had a 15-dime play, I think, that night on Wichita State. And it was a 68-48 home rout. And they were up by as many 28 points in the second half of that game. Now, the Sycamores are coming off an 87-81 win at Northern Iowa on Saturday. And that's what you see if you look at their game log results, right? But what you don't see, and what the box score won't readily tell you, is the fact that they were down by 12 points in the second half in that game. And let's remember, the game prior to that, they go to Southern Illinois. Trust me, I know, I had them that night. They go to Southern Illinois. They're a 4-point favorite, and they get blown out by the lowly Salukis. Sounds kind of strange saying that, doesn't it? The lowly Salukis. Anyway, they got blown out in that game by 19 points, okay? So now you got Wichita State coming into Indiana State's home court, where they've won the last 5 times they visited. You've got Wichita State, number 4 team in the country, a veteran team that is 23-0, a team that also struggled in its last game against Evansville. It was a game in which they fell down by 15 points in the first half before rallying for the 14-point win, 81-67. Maybe they got caught looking ahead to this rematch. Always a possibility. Listen, both of these teams are good. Look at the RPI values, though. I mean, Wichita State, number 6. Indiana State, number 56. Wichita State has played a tougher schedule, okay? You've got a Wichita State team that relies on its offense. You've got an Indiana State team that relies on its defense. And yet, in the first go-round, Wichita State put the clamps on Indiana State defensively. The opposite was true, because Indiana State, such a good shooting team. Matter of fact, number 2 in the Missouri Valley Conference in terms of shooting from the field this season, they were 5 for 20 from three-point land in the first go-round. And they only had 14 points in the paint, too. So I think here you have to take advantage of everybody buying into Indiana State in revenge, seeing the 4.5-point line, and instead of going with the dog, instead go with the favorite. I think Wichita State is simply the better team. Will they run the table this season? No, it's the Missouri Valley Conference. You know something screwy is going to go on. But I think tonight, the Wichita State side is a good one. Now, listen, the reason I didn't use Wichita State as a play, though, however, is that, wintry weather just, beating up the East Coast, the Northeast, the Midwest section of the country, okay? Wichita State was supposed to fly to the game yesterday afternoon, but because of the snow in the Indianapolis area, they couldn't. So they had to leave for this game at 7:30 this morning. That was when their scheduled departure was. I can't tell you if they got there on time, if they left there on time, but you really don't want to see a team having to fly in on game day, to play a big game. So that worries me a little. I at least wanted to point that out to you. Here's another game. I think it's a trap. You're looking at St. Joe's, and you're seeing St. Joe's, a team that is coming off a big upset win. Not an upset win because they were a 3-point favorite, but it was a big revenge-fueled win against a good UMass team, 73-68 on Saturday. A team that won at Dayton in its last road game, 60-57. A team that's won 10 of its last 12 games with its only losses coming at UMass and at Richmond, okay? Nothing to be ashamed of. And you see St. Joe's as a 1-point dog tonight at home against St. Louis, and you go, man, Hawks are playing well. They've got 5 guys, all 5 starters in double figures. They're a veteran team, etc. And you could buy into St. Joe's. Now, I have not seen St. Louis play this season in person on TV or anything like this. But I know this is a veteran team. This is a team with 5 senior starters. This is a team that's 7-0 on the road, 7-0 in Atlantic 10 play, and has won 7 straight in the series. Well, if that 777 isn't good enough for you to tell you on St. Louis, I don't know what is. But here's the other thing. St. Louis is a team that likes to pressure you with half-court trapping defense. St. Joe's is not a good ball-handling team. They do not have a guard that can handle the pressure. The other problem with St. Joe's, they're a pathetic free throw shooting team. Second worst team in the Atlantic 10. How bad? They're hitting just a tad under 63% of their free throws on the season. But in Atlantic 10 action, in Atlantic 10 games, they played 7 so far, they're hitting 57.8% of your shots. In a close game, you can't back a team, even at home, that can't hit free throws. If you don't hit the gimmies, you got a big problem against, as I said, a senior-laden team like the Billikens, who have won 14 in a row since a 5-point loss at home to Wichita State. Their only other loss this season came on the road against Wisconsin. They lost that one by 6. Again, nothing to be ashamed of for St. Louis. So I think St. Louis is actually the play, just like I thought TCU and Texas, the trap game yesterday. The Longhorns were laying too much, and I thought TCU was the play as the 9-point dog, and they eventually, I think, lost the game by 5. I think St. Louis is the play here, with St. Joe's being the one that is the trap team. That'll do it, guys. Best of luck to you all, and I will catch you again. When's this? Thursday. Forgot what day it was. Do it again Thursday morning, when we will also have the charity play of the week.